This tutorial is going to show you the employee's use of the calendar for specifying their availability. First we log in as an employee, then we go to Employees Calendar. Now we can see the calendar for entering availability. We will use the word event to signify a period of availability, unavailability or shift booking. We can see events that are already added in as green and black boxes on the calendar. Green boxes represent times that the employee is available and the black represent times that they are unavailable. Any of your bookings will be represented as red boxes. When we hover over an event, we get a short bit of text which is a note we can add to availability or unavailability events. If we want to add in availability, we can click on a date we want to add an event to. There is an employer-defined period for the minimum amount of days in advance you can book in absence or availability. In this example, the date is January the 6th, and you can see if I try to add an event on the 7th, a message appears telling me I cannot add it. This is because the employer has set a period of 2 days as the minimum notice for booking availability. If I try again on the 8th, it will let me book the event. If I want to add availability to January the 21st, I just select the date. This brings up the Add Availability Details window. Here we can add in details about the availability. This is the text that will appear when you hover over the box in the calendar. We can select the start and end time for the event, for example 9 AM until 10 PM. We then get the option to repeat the entry. There is a choice to repeat the entry all days, all weekdays, or we can select any specific days of the week by selecting the boxes next to the days. For this example, we shall repeat all weekdays. Next, we have to enter the date that you want the event to repeat until. Clicking on the box brings up a calendar where we can select a future date. Here I shall select January the 31st. Once we have selected a period, we can then choose to add this event as an absence or availability. Selecting one, I will select availability. We can see that our selection has immediately been entered into the system. If an event has been entered incorrectly, you can select it and choose to delete it. If we want to move an event, we can drag and drop it to a different date. If we move an event that is in a sequence, we get the option to move all the events in a sequence, all the events that follow the selected event, or just that single event. There are two other views for entering events. The week view has days of the week running across the top and times down the side. You can click and drag an event to change its start and end time in 15-minute increments. Again, if the block is part of a sequence, we get the three options to select what we want to move. There is also a day view, which is there if needed. It works in the same way as the week view, but with only one day displayed at a time. So very quickly, with a small number of clicks, we've opened the calendar as an employee, added in an availability event, and moved an event in both the month and week views.